Star Wars Jedi Survivor's trailer was revealed a few days ago during Star Wars Celebration, and it is sending fans pretty wild with speculation. Who is this? Who is this? Where is Seer, Merrin, Grease? So many questions. Cal Kestis and BD1 are coming back for a brand new adventure and seemingly a continuation on the first game, although there is a significant time jump from the first Fallen Order. So I have scoured every single interview that has come out with the announcement, every single drop of information about this game to compile it into one video. If you are new around here, we cover all things Star Wars games, so if that sounds like your thing, then be sure to click that subscribe button. And I do want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, ucpoming. They are still running 20% off across all lightsabers on their store for the rest of May, so not long left now at all. Be sure to go through the link in the description below to pick yourself up a lightsaber for 20% off. And of course, a big thank you to ucpoming for once again supporting the channel. So, this is everything we know about Star Wars Jedi Survivor so far. Number 1. It takes place 5 years after the first game. Jedi Fallen Order took place 5 years after the events of Revenge of the Sith, with a baby-faced Cal Kestis being a scrapper, laying low to protect himself from being hunted down by the Empire. The Dark Times is one of the coolest eras in Star Wars, and Fallen Order took place once this period had really begun to settle in. The remaining Jedi survivors of Order 66 were being hunted down one by Inquisitors under Vader's command. Cal managed to escape his encounters with 2 Inquisitors and Vader with the help of Seer, a former Jedi Master. So Jedi Survivor is going to pick up 5 years after these events. Cal's a little bit older, a little bit wiser, and by this time he's going to be very good at evading the Empire. So expect to see a more mature Cal Kestis in this game and a much stronger Cal as well. This time jump puts Jedi Survivor's timeline right alongside the Obi-Wan Kenobi show timeline. The likelihood of Obi-Wan or Cal crossing over between the two mediums has been spoken about in months gone by, and the fact that this time jump is confirmed just bumps up the likelihood of seeing the show and game cross over. Grand Inquisitor actor Rupert Friend and Ewan McGregor had touched on in Obi-Wan's promotion that the games play an integral part of shaping the time period. Either way, we're going to be spending a lot more time in the middle of the Dark Times. Number 2, it's going to be a next-gen and PC exclusive. Jedi Fallen Order in its own right was a very good looking game. Some areas you could definitely tell that the graphics may not have been entirely consistent depending on the platform you played it on, but overall it was a great looking game with incredible cutscenes in between. But the sequel is confirmed to be taking it up a notch. It had been speculated on for a few months that Jedi Survivor would go next gen only, or technically current gen, as the PS5 and Series X and S are now technically current gen. But this opens up a world of possibilities and means the sequel is going to trump its already good looking predecessor in almost every way. Survivor's creative director went on to talk about how this meant that they could do much more with ray tracing and lighting, having the lighting in real time, which is going to create a much more filmic look for the game. And that the fast drives of next gen hardware meant that they could go bigger and better. Which when you're making a sequel, that tends to be the motto, and it seems that's exactly what Survivor is going to do. Number 3, new and returning characters. Thanks to the teaser trailer, we know that there is going to be plenty in terms of new and returning characters. We see in the teaser trailer Cal and BD1, a Padawan that people including myself thought was just a chonky Grand Inquisitor, but has since been confirmed to be an Imperial Senator. And this mysterious person in the bacta tank who has seemingly been there for a long time, and also this mysterious figure that Cal squares off with in the trailer. We didn't get any word in the trailer on the whereabouts of the Stinger Mantis crew, no Seer, no Merrin, no Grease, but they will be coming back in this game despite the time jump. As said in an interview that the crew will have a part to play in the game. Like we stated earlier, the game does have a 5-year time jump, so the likeliness of seeing Survivor cross over with Obi-Wan characters is also a strong possibility. As for the new characters, the only one that we seem to lay eyes on in this trailer that isn't the Imperial Senator is the mysterious character in the bacta tank, who to be honest I think is the exact same person that we see Cal fighting with later in the trailer. If you look carefully, he is missing an arm in the tank, and during this lightsaber fight, watch him carefully and it looks clear as day that he is fighting with just one arm. But the mystery continues surrounding the character regardless. Is it a new character? Is it an existing obscure character or a clone of Cal? We'll have to wait and see. Number 4, there's going to be more reveals coming this year. This was obviously just a teaser trailer, so it didn't give us a whole lot, but the gameplay reveal for this game seems like it will be coming later this year, possibly within the next few months. Survivor's creative director did confirm that they have much more to showcase this year for Survivor, so it's going to be really interesting to see just how much has changed from Fallen Order, especially now that the developers have much more hardware power to work with to make this game go to the next level. There are various events coming up in the remainder of 2022 that Survivor could show up in. However, there is no E3 or EA Play this year, but Summer Games Fest among others pose as good platforms to reveal more about the game, so expect more on Jedi Survivor really soon. Number 5. New planets and locations. We know that some of the planets and locations we got to explore in the first Fallen Order game were standouts, Dathomir being one of the main standouts. But just from the teaser trailer alone, we saw 2 new planets that were not seen in Jedi Fallen Order. We have Coruscant, which is a huge fan favorite and could serve as probably the best location for a game to explore, especially in this time period. We also have another sand planet, whether it be Tatooine, Jakku, Jeddah, or Pisana, it looks like we're getting another sand planet to explore. And I expect to see many more new locations. I don't see them forcing us to revisit planets from the first Fallen Order such as Bogano or Zepho. We've explored them once, what's the sense in exploring them again? Keep in mind, Fallen Order had over half a dozen planets featured in the game by its conclusion, and given the next-gen capabilities of Survivor, I think it's fair to expect that we're going to see more. And finally, it's coming out in 2023. So we know now for certain that Jedi Survivor will be releasing in 2023. Although the teaser trailer just says 2023, which is pretty broad, given EA's recent earnings calls and release slates for their upcoming games, it looks like this means we will get the game in early 2023, with February or March being the most likely. This will time in nicely with the hype of the release of The Mandalorian Season 3, so early next year seems like it's going to be a damn good time for Star Wars fans. But that is, as it stands, everything we know about Star Wars Jedi Survivor so far. This game is shaping up to be something absolutely amazing, and it's just seemingly building on Fallen Order, which is a banger of a game in its own right. So go ahead and let me know down in those comments your thoughts on Jedi Survivor. What do you hope to see, and also, what are your thoughts on Obi-Wan Kenobi so far as well? But that is about it for this video. Be sure to drop a like on it if you enjoyed it or found it somewhat informative, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. There is plenty to come on Star Wars games, so keep an eye out on the channel. But until next time, thank you for watching, and have a good one.